So I think we all understand that we're in a seller's market, but what exactly does that mean? In today's video, we're diving into the details of a monthly market update for the month of August 2021. Let's do it. Hey and welcome back to my channel. My name is Donnie Hathaway. I'm a real estate ninja here in the Palm Harbor area. And in today's video, we're talking about the monthly market update for the month of August 2021. We're gonna do this every single month at the first week of every month. And we're gonna talk about the same stats so we can kind of see some trends, see what's going on, and maybe predict what we can see going into the future. Also, these monthly updates are going to be strictly for Palm Harbor, residential homes in Palm Harbor, what's going on in that area. If you would like more information, detailed information about your specific area, reach out to me in the comments or send me a message and I'd be happy to get that information to you. So the first number we're going to look at is the median sales price for Palm Harbor. In the month of August, it was $316,500, up from $285,500 this time last year. So that's about a 10% increase. So if you bought a home last year, you have around $30,000 in built-in equity in your home already, which is significant in 1 year to have that. We haven't seen numbers like that in a very long time. So again, that was the median sales price. Right now in Palm Harbor, it's $316,500. Now the next number we're going to look at is the number of new listings that have hit the market in the month of August. So for this year, it's 176 new listings in Palm Harbor compared to last year, which was 185 listings. So pretty comparable, but still down a little bit. Maybe that's because of the pandemic. Maybe that's because of, the summertime, things slow down a little bit. People go on vacations, especially with what's going on in the world today. Maybe people are taking a little bit extra time to enjoy their summer vacation. So again, that number is down just a little bit to 176 of new listings in the month of August. So again, this number is going to be important to look at going forward. And if that number starts to increase, that'll help kind of balance out that market. As I said in the beginning of this video, I think we all understand we're in a seller's market. So one way that's going to shift is if we get more inventory, more homes, more new listings that are becoming available for the buyers to purchase. So the next number we're going to look at is the average sold price compared to the original listed price, and that whatever that ratio is. So for the month of August, it was 100%, and we've seen that trend for the last few months of 2021. Homes are selling at 100% on average of what they are listed for. Now compared to this time last year, August of last year, it was only 97.4%. So that's kind of more of a balanced market is what we see is around 97%. So I think, as we know, with the seller's market, homes, with the high competition, the amount of buyers that are looking for properties, we see that number get closer to 100 or be at 100. So the next number we're going to look at is a national number, just so we have something to compare to our area, to Palm Harbor, and kind of what's going on. So it's that median sales price number. So nationally, the median sales price is $359,000, so just below $360,000. And if you remember, the median sales price for Palm Harbor this past month was $316,000. So we're still well below the national average as far as home values go in Palm Harbor, which is a great sign, and I think why we are seeing lots of people moving from out of state, whether it be the Northeast or out west, or moving to Florida to capitalize on the low value, the affordability of these homes in the Palm Harbor area. Okay, so now that we've talked about some of the information, some of the stats that are going on in our particular market, compare that to a national level. There's going to be one thing that I want to bring up every single month when we do these market updates. It's going to be something that I find interesting, or just something that I want to talk about in the market that I think is important for you to understand. For this month, it's the attitude towards home buying, right? So, the percentage of people who think it's a good time to buy versus the percentage of people who think it's a good time to sell. So normally the last 5 or 6 years, those numbers have been, pretty close. They go up and down a little bit, but they haven't been too far apart. So most people think it's a good time to sell and buy. For the last 5 or 6 years, that's been the case. Now, over the last year, that has changed drastically. I think that has to do with, the drastic increase in prices, the amount of equity that have been accrued over the last, year and a half plus. So right now, the percentage of people who think it's a good time to sell is high. People think it's a great time to sell. Obviously, prices are high. Homes are selling quickly. We're in that seller's market. Now, the attitude towards buying is the complete opposite. People think it's not a good time to buy. The majority of people think it's not a good time to buy for those same reasons, because prices are selling high, competition is high, and where the buyers are having to sacrifice a lot in order to actually purchase that home. They're having to sacrifice, the appraisal contingencies, the inspection contingencies, and put more money down in some cases to actually purchase that home. So that'll be something to keep an eye on moving forward. At some point, somebody's going to have to give, whether it's the buyers or the sellers. I think in this case, I think we can all understand the sellers, the price that the sellers are asking for the properties is going to slow down. Maybe it's not increasing quite as fast, or maybe it drops a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a drastic drop or a drastic decrease in value or anything like that. Interest rates are starting to creep up a little bit, and they'll continue to do that over the next year or two. And then that'll kind of balance out that market and hopefully bring the attitude towards buying and selling, hopefully bring those back closer together like it has been over the last 5 or 6 years. So that's all we have for today's market update. I hope you enjoyed this information. If you found it valuable, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. We're going to do these monthly market updates. It's going to be the first week of every single month they come out. This week it's a little bit later. This month it's a little bit later. But moving forward, it'll be the first week of every single month where we'll get a market update. Subscribe to my channel, please, and thank you. Share it with anybody that you think might find this valuable. And have a great day. We'll see you next month.